Hello grade 5 learners to the first lesson of Team Together Oman for grade 5. In your first lesson we're going to have or listen to a conversation between the members of the WOW team, and after we listen to this conversation we're going then to answer or do the tasks. So let's listen first and then we'll move on to doing the tasks. Now the topic of or what they're talking about here is titled Back in the Shed, and of course it's the first lesson, so that's why it says welcome back. So let's listen first and then move on to the tasks. Let's start listening, and of course you can open this digital book on the website of the MOE. We can click the question and then it can open an interactive video, but this time this video is not available, so we're only going to listen and then do the tasks. So let's start listening.
Welcome back. Recording 1. Watch or listen and read. Back in the shed.
It was great to be back at school and see all our friends again.
Yes, and there's a new girl in our school. She's called Dina. She's Egyptian, and she's got short, curly black hair. I know her. We play basketball together at break time. Hey, let's play in the playground. Anyway, when can we go to the Discovery Team shed again? After we have lunch today?
No, after we have lunch, I've got a tennis lesson.
What about Monday?
No, I go to chess club on Mondays.
And Sammy, when we get back from school on Tuesdays, we visit Granny. Do you remember? What are you doing, Bo?
I'm helping Lottie. Here you are. You are all very busy. What about now? What are you doing now?
I'm sitting here and talking to you, of course. But you're right, Bo. We've all got time now. Let's go!
Welcome back, Discovery Team.
So that was the listening, the conversation between the members who are the Discovery Team. And now we're moving to the first task that you have to do after listening. Now this task says read the sentences and write the missing words. We have 6 sentences with some dashes. So you're going to look at the conversation again and decide what words go in the dash. So we'll read sentence by sentence before we open the interactive task. The first one says, Sammy is happy after his first day back at. So they are back where? Are they back home? Are they back to the park? Are they back to, what is the name of the place they are at or they have gone back to? He says here, it was great to be back at school. So the answer for number 1 is going to be school. We'll write the answers first on a note here. So number 1 is school. Let's look at number 2. There's a new girl in Fatima and Dash's school. So who are the 2 who study at the same school? Do Fatima and Sami go to the same school? Because they are grade 5. So we have separate schools for boys and girls, and Fatma and Lottie go to the same school, but Sammy has another school, so it's going to be here, number 2. The answer is Lottie. Okay, let's move on to sentence number 3. She's from, of course we're talking here about the new girl that we talked about in sentence number 2. The new girl is from where? So when we say she's from, we're talking about her like nationality. Is she from Oman? Is she from another country? Is she from the USA, Britain, or another country? In fact, she's from, let's see here, it says she's called Dina. She's Egyptian. Because she's Egyptian, then she's from which country? Number 3 is going to be, yes, Egypt. Okay, question or sentence number 4. On Mondays, Sammy goes to, let's look at the word Mondays. So we have to find Mondays in the conversation so that we know where does Sammy go on Mondays. Let's go see Monday. What about Monday? He says, this is Sammy, he says, no, I go to chess club. So the answer for number 4 is chess club. Okay, for number 5, on Tuesdays, Fatma and Sammy. This time we're looking for Tuesdays, okay, and we're talking about Fatma and Sammy. So we'll go see Tuesdays, yeah. And Sammy, when we get back from school on Tuesdays, we visit Granny. So the answer for number 5 is on Tuesdays, Fatma and Sammy visit Granny. Okay, the last sentence says, Bo says they are all very. Let's go to Bo here. We're looking for something that Bo says. So we have Bo, and we'll go, Bo is this robot. His name is Bo. So Bo says they are all very, when he here talks about them. Okay, this is Bo. You are all very busy. So this is the sentence we're looking for. So he says, you are all very busy. So the answer is they are all very busy. The answer here for number 6 is busy. Okay, we can check our answers in when we click this question. An interactive task is going to open, then you can check your answers. So let's see here. Okay, so Sammy is happy after his first day at, our answer was school, and we said here Lottie. Then we said she's from Egypt, goes to chess club. We can write it in the small letters or capital letter. Okay, we'll say here they visit Granny, and he says you are all very busy. Let's check our answers.
Yes, correct.
Well done. So our answers are all correct. Okay, so this is as for activity 2. We'll move on now to activity 3. Activity 3 says, look at the week planner, ask and answer. So here you're going to ask and answer with your friends in class. There is no right or wrong answer. هذا النشاط عبارة عن ممارسة لأيام الأسبوع and the activities you do. For example, we have a question and answer like this one.
What does Sammy do on Sundays?
Okay, so let's look at Sammy. This is Sunday. So you have a question about Sunday. This is Sunday, and then they're asking about Sammy. What does Sammy do on Sundays? We have Sammy play football. Now we'll have a note here too as an example. So the question says you're going to ask and answer. We'll see this as example. It's written here. What does Sammy do on Sundays? The answer says,
on Sundays, Sammy plays football.
Okay, so the answer is on Sundays, Sammy plays football. We can do another question as an example. So we'll look at Monday. We have also Sammy here. So what does Sammy do on, so we have to do a dash here. on Mondays? This is the question. What about the answer? So we will start by on Monday. So on Mondays. What about Sammy on Monday? Let's look here. On Monday, Sammy, it's written here chess club. He, as we've seen in the conversation, Sammy goes to chess club. That's about Monday. So you can ask and answer with your friends in class and with your teacher as a supporter. Okay, so that's for the second activity. Let's move on now to activity 3. Activity 3 here says, activity 4, who is it? Describe a person to your partner. This is also going to be a game you'll do in class. So you're going to, it's like find someone who. So you will describe a person and then your friend has to find which person you are talking about. For example, this sentence is,
she's wearing a blue dress and she's building a robot.
Let's look at a girl, or somebody who's wearing a blue dress. So this is for the clothes. And then what is she doing? Now here, let's have another note. You are going to say two things لما نمارس ذا النشاط مع التيتشر. اوكي سو نختار شخص من المشهد ونقول شيئين، ويش هو يلبس، ويش ملابسه اللي يلبسها، وإيش الأكشن اللي جالس يسويه. يعني مثلا هنا الملابس blue dress والأكشن اللي قاعد يسويه building a robot, and we are talking about a girl because we said she. So راح أعرف في النهاية إنه الجملة هذه أو الشخص أو my friend is talking about this girl. She's wearing a blue dress and she's building a robot. So this is the girl my friend is talking about. We can have another example. So I'll ask you a question or I'll say a sentence and we'll see if you could guess which person I'm talking about. So let's say he's wearing a blue shirt or t-shirt and he is playing football. So which boy am I talking about? Where can we see a boy with a blue t-shirt playing football? Let's think for 10 seconds. Okay, so I'm talking about this boy here. He is wearing a blue t-shirt and he's playing football. So this is the boy I'm talking about. Okay, so you can do this same task with your friends in class. Okay, so this is the task we're talking about here, and this is as for the first lesson. I will see you in the next lesson, in the next video. Bye now. Wish you all the best.